Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we made our way into Nipton to find out that all this death and destruction has been caused by the Legion, who claims to have done so using moral high ground, claiming that the people of Nipton were backstabbers who lost their rights to live by sinning. This episode, I would like to take a couple minutes to explore the town hall here before moving on out. I wonder what that was. Looks like a couple people made it in here before being killed. One thing to note is that if you are able to spot that right there is a mine. If you're able to spot a mine out in the open, you could sneak up on it and to disarm it. Not only that, but it gives you key. Not only that, but being able to disarm them gives you a tiny amount of experience. Huh? Wow. He didn't even get to hurt me. Looks like the Legion left some of their dogs behind. Jeez. I practically don't even have to defend myself. Eddie's got me covered. Oh. Kinda wasn't expecting to use the key. Turbo is a kind of... Good work. Huh? Oh, level up. Okay, there's something... I know it might be extreme, but there's something coming up that I want to do, but requires quite a good amount of in the speed skill. So I'm going to be trying to go for that while you have the chance. Junk rounds, survivals and mother of invention, craft ammo, pulling bench using alternate materials. Because I never, when I got this perk before, I never used it or just a weapon crafting in general. So that's kind of useless to me. You can be a cannibal, but the cannibal perk, or if you're when you're in sneak mode, you gain the option to eat a corpse to regain health. But every time you feed, you lose karma, and the act as witness is considered a crime against nature. There's Fortune Finder. The Fortune Finder perk you'll find considering more bottle caps and containers than you normally would. Oh, there's Lead Belly. With the Lead Belly perk, you take 50% less radiation when consuming irradiated food and drink. And then there's Toughness. With the Toughness perk, you gain +3 to overall damage threshold. This perk may be taken twice, with the second rank granting an additional +3. I think I'm going to go with the Fortune Finder, because I'd like to have an easier time getting money than just having to sell things. take a few food items, so I have something to eat when I need the food. Empty. Wait. Yep. Banana yucca fruit. They're kind of... Banana yuccas are just kind of mutated bananas that... Mutated bananas that are still growing in the world after everything's become irradiated from nuclear bombs. Just take everything. Wait. Just take everything. Uh-oh, it sounds like there's more dogs in the building. Looks like they had classroom. It was in here too, and one of the basic things to know about the Fallout universe in general is that there was a Great War in like 1977. In an alternate universe version of the world where the 1950s aesthetic never really stopped in America, and America was having a not so war with China. A war that was going on with things happening like... Things are happening left and right, like America annexing the entirety of Canada, and China trying to take Alaska. I don't know why I got 1 point. China attempting to take Alaska away from America, but after holding sea. I'm getting 1 point. And after China held on to Alaska for a while, but America eventually took it back. And it was a war that culminated in basically It was a war that eventually culminated in not just China and America, but basically the entire world. Ah! Damn it. It was way too close to the body, I couldn't see that. The war eventually culminated in the entirety of the world. Nuking itself into oblivion. And now, basically, the nuclear apocalypse happened October 23rd, 2077. And now everything that we're experiencing today is humanity's trying, for what it's worth, to recover from the devastation with various degrees of success depending on who and where. Jeez, why don't all the centers have practically... Oh, finally! Oh, dead prospector. Okay. Now it's 7. Take your hat. Well, I'll take your outfit. Oh, it's a woman. That's one thing I like about Eddie, or having companions in general. Are you serious? I'm actually getting Legion recruit armor because right outside in Nipton, there's an area where there's a dead person on the ground with like a laser weapon. Oh. There's a dead person with a laser weapon standing near an ash pile, and the ash pile had... And the ash pile had Legion armor, so... Looks like one of the townies managed to kill one of the Legion guys before they were all captured. Okay, what's my food and drink? Yikes. Well, in case that obvious, there's some items that have benefits beyond just they have different effects, like Brahmins. Like not only is it just a food that restores your health, but it also like gives you strength +1. Yeah. See, things like that happen because of the find that perk I just collected. Dirty bathroom. That was easy. Oh. Mayor. Very nice swanky office here. Mid tenants are always a... Ooh, these must be some of the lottery tickets that probably the lottery tickets that the Legion used. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, didn't get that. Okay, let's look at this terminal. Prison break. Tony was kind enough to build this terminal and set it up for me, all for 30 caps worth of Rosie. Ha! The life of a mayor suits me just fine. I'm glad I didn't go any further east. I'm making plenty of caps right here off Rosie and Sylvia, who attract plenty of interest from troops who's at the Mojave outpost. Guess he's spending enough time standing around that backwater, and you hop on something that looks like a mole rat and doesn't smell much better. And the local shops, quote unquote, are all giving me a % sales to the troops because it's my girls who bring them in. Ha! And they think they're shrewd negotiators for getting me to accept a 15% cut instead of 20. Another year in this dump, 2 at the most, and it's back to hub for me. Maybe I'll run for office there. Ha! Mayor Joseph B. Stein doesn't look that official. High roller. a promising development, if I do say so myself, is these things went to hell the NCR correctional facility north of here, and escaped prisoners are roaming free. Sounds like a bad thing, and would be if not for the political acumen and interpersonal alchemy of yours truly, Mayor Joseph B. Stein, Esquire. I sent the Jims out to make contact with the prisoners, or powder gangers rather, they insist on this name, to let them know Nipton's open for trade with free turns for the girls' dorm prizes. Ha! You know they went for that deal, as sold by little Jim anyway. Big Jim, rest in peace. I see a lot of potential here as long as I can keep the NCR troops and powders, ridiculous name, from running into each other and shooting it out in the streets. Luckily, the troopers only come at night, double entendre, so the powders will only come during the day again, and I'll have them coming third time the charm, and going. Yours in confidence, Mayor Joseph B. Stein, Esquire. Testing. I can hardly believe my luck. Literally, I'm getting just now. I was approached by a rather tense young man called Fox. Yeah, right. Office, he left a member of the Caesar's Legion. He knew that his territories were probably going to spend the time with it. Turns out that the Legion hates and wishes to use it for harassing. However, I didn't have to think for a moment about Mr. Fox's problem. And then all I had to do was kill him. Commence the powers and NCR troops at night. Both are there. The voice will move everyone up. The simple task I have been offered 8,000 castle. Then I'll go back to the NCR right away when we know time. I'm going to stockpile some supplies and see that's between here and the Mojave outpost, just in case I decide to head back over her. Very exciting. Sign of the stay hand on the keyboard. There it is, Esquire. Huh. So it was practically the same thing as a no. Reaction everything. Handshaking quickly. I don't. Well, I guess we know what happened. This mayor sold the town. Tried to sell all the. I guess they're. I guess we know what happened here. The Legion came in and proposed the idea to the mayor of helping the Legion pull this trap. So I guess technically the Legion were right in that they were backstabbing. They're just trying to sell each other out. And it does sound like they were like prostitutes. This is kind of a small prostitute camp. Too, but I'm not exactly sure how the I'm not really sure how that works, because it's only like works on a technicality, right? Like, the mayor wouldn't have considered really wasting his time on betraying them if there wasn't someone paying him to do it, right? Like, he wasn't going to sell, like, I thought I heard a dog pen. Like, he wasn't going to sell the NCR or the Power Gangers out to each other. He only sold them both out to the Legion when they offered 8,000 caps. So that, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, there's a law against that in real life. Like, was it, like, it's illegal for cops to arrest someone and based on the cop of influencing someone to do something that they otherwise wouldn't have done on their own naturally. Uh-oh, there's a bunch of red dots appearing. Gotta be careful. Like if a cop offers to sell something to someone. Or so. And something I completely forgot about that I want to talk about because that is that I genuinely forgot about these because they're so uncommon and if not rare that there's like a very select few books or so or that you can consume to raise your stats. So the difference is that the little magazines like this are only temporary and last like a minute or so, 3 minutes you have a perfect. Books here like this, on the other hand, are books like this, on the other hand, and they permanently add points, like science increased by 3. I genuinely, honestly forgot about it because, again, it's so rare or to come across that. And while I'm here on the video, it's something I just like to say is that I like to apologize for like the end of my last video crash, ending so abruptly with no outro. Oh, the game crashed while I was recording at the end there, so I didn't know it was going to crash, and I had no chance of reacting to it. So I apologize for the abrupt ending and lack of outro. Like the crash just ended my. The crash just ended my recording thing, and I don't exactly have to. I couldn't go back and re-record because I only had one saved, and as you saw there, car just levitating. I only had like one save file that. Oh crap! Ah! Oh crap! Good shot, Eddie. Well, that solves the most immediate threat. Oh, fast forward to the second person here. Little trusty Vault 13 in flat. This canteen is like something that it kind of slows down kind of just is there to slow down on your thirst meter. Doesn't fully stop from going down, but it kind of slows it down. Hold on, I got it. Little rat scorpions. I think your legs being crippled affects your running speed, like so. Okay, look, according to the map, it looks like our destination is a place called Novac. What's going on here? Looks like a Legion guy is losing to a bunch of dogs. Or these are Night Stalkers specifically. Night Stalkers are... What's that noise? Huh? Oh, traitors. Wait, hell.
Hey there, need anything?
Yes, I want to see your way.
Sure, here's what I got.
It would be really strange run of the luck if this guy happens to be the exact same guy I encountered right outside the Mojave outpost. Apparel, that's what it was. Where are you shooting at, eh? Well, that came right, yeah, nope, side. What are these guys picking a fight with? Are you kidding me? More Legion. Geez, let's just get some of the bullets, shall we? Wait, Eddie, I almost forgot I can. In case you haven't seen them, something to notice that, like previously stated, the NCR have their own little money or currency here that you could sell. But also at the same time, if you look right here, legionaries also have their own currency as well. So yeah. Oh, I forgot.
I've got you now.
Are you serious? There.
You like that?
Are you kidding me? Maize here is just corn and the images, anything to go by. Oh God, no. Not the main merchant.
Krim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Hey there, need anything?
Oh, thank God.
Sure. Here's what I got.
There are two merchants in this, so. Pretty sure I picked up Night Stalker tails. Oh, there it is. Also that. Get rid of that. Okay. I could buy mini nukes. There's weapons that specifically fire those. I think I'm happy with this. Hold on, there's something wrong. Go quick. The Cowboy Repeater is a gun that fires .357 magnum bullets. I think the only other weapon that fires the kinds of bullets this gun uses are revolvers. So if revolvers aren't your thing when you got a lot of these bullets, this gun might be worth considering. Or I guess the opposite, the inverse, this can be true. You don't like this gun, but you feel comfortable with the revolver. Ow! That's an ugly hairstyle. I swear it feels like I spent more time just sitting in inventories than actually traveling anywhere. Hey. Mentats are always a good item to have. I'll say it again though, I honestly don't know why those versions had a kill on sight policy with the Legion. Considering what the Legion's both was able and willing to do to people, you'd think some people would be kinda intimidated off from crossing them. Others merchants apparently. Then again, I guess we saw what they did to at least 4 of them, so... Oh, what's this? Ranger Station Charlie. Oh, well, it looks like this is an NCR. This looks like an NCR station.
McCarran doesn't like it when civilians wander into military outposts, so if you're here on business, better make it quick.
What was that about McCarran?
Radio signal out here can be pretty spotty because of all the hills. Sometimes our scheduled updates don't go through. When it happens enough times, they send someone over to check up on us. Lately, we've been getting extra medical supplies for some reason. I'm in no rush to give the supplies back, either.
Okay. Wait, you wouldn't mind if I had some of the extra medical supplies then?
I shouldn't have said anything in the first place, and I'd rather not get you into the habit of crossing the NCR.
The NCR shouldn't get in the habit of crossing me, but I'll take no for an answer. What is this place exactly?
Ranger Station Charlie. We're responsible for keeping the highway up through Novac civilized.
Anything unusual happening around here?
All quiet at the moment. Ranger Beaumont is in charge here, but he's off leading a patrol.
Alright. Tell me about the Rangers.
We're part scout, part commando, part sheriff. The training is brutal, and I'd say 8 out of 10 recruits washes out before the end. Before you get your ranger badge, you've got to prove you can be quieter than a shadow, and more ferocious than a deathclaw.
Yeah, of course you'd say that. You're part of the NCR, it's kind of your job to talk them up. But it's still kind of... It brings the question, are the Rangers really as awesome and strong as he claims? Awesome and skilled and strong as he claims, or is he just talking them up because he's a NCR? Are there a lot of Rangers in the Mojave?
Couple dozen, I'd say. Most of them posted at stations like this one. We either man the station or patrol the immediate area.
We, as in like you're a ranger yourself? How does one become a ranger?
The Rangers mostly draw from the basic NCR army. A trooper who shows exceptional skill at fighting and scouting can be nominated for the training.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Okay, there. I don't think there's anything else that I can talk to him about. See you around.
See you around.
Bathroom. Bunks. What?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Are you serious? One thing I don't like about being caught at stealing is that it's kind of extreme. Like either the individual or group in question they either all turn hostile against you right away, They immediately start attacking you. Look at that. Or one person walks up and just basically takes literally everything you've ever stolen back from you. Cause like if you saw there, he took away like a hell of a lot more than just the like stim pack that I took from the first aid. Started like taking bullets out of 2. Like meeting people. Perfect. Novac. I'd say Novac here has quite a good bit of significance, and that's outside of story reasons. First of all, this place here arguably has its own. Usually, I don't know where the person disappeared to.
If you're planning on staying a while, the Dino Delight's got plenty of room.
Don't listen to a word Nobark says. He spouts nothing but nonsense.
Okay, I don't know what happened. There's supposed to be a doctor that stands around out here that you can go to get healed. Oh, but the doctor's not in at the moment?
If it weren't for the water caravans, Novac would have turned to dust a long time ago.
Between this game and playing Fallout bits in Fallout 4, it's kind of weird that like that the Fallout's response to mutating animals is to either make it bigger, like in the case of like the praying mantises and scorpions, or give it like, or otherwise make it, or if it's already big enough, of like in the case of cows or bulls or whatever, or make it bald, well, if it's not already, and give it 2 heads. There's supposed to be a doctor out here. It bugs me that there isn't. I need to get healed. Still, like I was saying, the significance of this place having a doctor is that, unless I'm mistaken, this town's doctor would be like the first doctor outside of like Doc Mitchell and Good Springs. Before anything happens, I just want to sleep real quick.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Who tried to make you talk?
Confound it, Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
Why do they call you Nobark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull, and I know what I seen.
So, what's going on in the town here?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Novac. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Novac, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
Okay, so what do you know about the death at the corral?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me, he was invisible. Made himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
More invisible? Is there anything happening in the area?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
Huh, okay, that's the location. Quest added, come fly with me. Who do you think is actually at the factory?
Ghosts. Kami ghosts, but don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets, so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a Kami ghost and so forth.
Kami ghosts. Chupacabras are now Kami ghosts. I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat. Have you seen anyone fitting that description?
Sure have. Camouflage that coat was, trying to hide from extraterrestrials what can only see in black and white checkers. But they're not fooled, because he forgot to put checkers on his face. I told him so, and he seemed to take it to heart. They stayed here a night and was up by the dinosaur, talking to the sniper fella with a mustache a couple of times.
Huh. Manny Vargas. Don't know the name of the guy yet. Thanks for the info. I'll see you around.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Who spoke? Well, sounds like I got a lead. The guy in the dinosaur here. Manny Vargas.
What's going on, man?
Just to get out of the way, who are you?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Where do you protect the town from?
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far, we've been lucky.
Who's Boone?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
Why are you on bad terms with Boone?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
What did you and Boone's wife argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Okay, so you were in a gang? Were they tough?
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Cons? You mean the same group that worked with the checkered suit guy to try and kill me? And you also said you were in the NCR. What was that like? What was your tour with the NCR like?
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
If it feels so great, may I ask why you leave? Why did
Well,
you leave?
I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
Oh. Well, that sounds like something tragic happened. Anyway, I'm looking for a man in a checkered suit. If you could give me details, please?
Sure, I know him. What do you want with him?
I think he has something of mine that I want back.
You talking about that chip? Man, I don't think he's giving it up. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too.
Everybody always wants something. What do you want? I'm not agreeing to anything until I at least hear you out first. What do you want?
Novac, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
Why don't you deal with it?
I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
Okay, what do you think needs to be done?
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
Okay, I'll try to see what can be done about it.
It'd mean a lot to me.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Now this, if you didn't get it from Novac down there, or like I just did, this is where you would get the come fly with me quest. There's supposed to be a...
How you doing? Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
What do you sell here?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What about supplies and guns? Do you sell those?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
I'd like to see what you got for sale.
Sure thing. Have a look.
Tell me more about the souvenir rockets.
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco.
How'd they end up here?
Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back.
Alright, I'll see you around.
Come back soon now.
Trying to see what's worth keeping and what's worth selling. Actually, I think I might keep the metal arm for myself, just... But it's heavy, though.
Welcome back. Sure thing. Have a look.
Okay. Sell that. I'll sell the outfit. Okay, I'm done.
Come back soon now.
Something that I'd like to point out real quick. One thing that I'd like to point out real quick, Egg. Hold on a sec. Is that you could go do the mission and to get rid of the ghouls for Manny in order to go get information out of him, or you could sneak into his room and read a message on his computer in order to learn it. Manny, you made the right choice putting us up and keeping it quiet. This weasel Benny's been twitchy since we stole that package from his boss, making me nervous as hell. But when I found out we'd been passing through on our way to Boulder City, I was sure we could count on you. Let the other cons say what they want. I know where your loyalty is. One day you'll remember where you belong, and your brothers and sisters will welcome you back like you never left. You know where to find us. It's McMurphy. So with that, we already know to apparently find the great cons at Boulder City. But finding out this way is a perfectly viable option. And even though I never really learned about myself until I had to practically look it up in order to find it. But still kind of weird that there's no doctor here.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
Oh, there's the glitch. I talked before about how the dialogue for the Prim Sheriff mission is bugged. Where like, since I chose the regular sheriff, the game bugs out, and like the only thing people talk about is like,
Hey there.
It's as though the town is under NCR rule. But if we were to who choose the NCR, people would talk as though we got an individual sheriff. I said we, didn't I? Talk about premise of the guy. We'll talk about premise though they got like their own sheriff of that other than NCR. But still, I think this would be a one last thing that I want to do before I wrap things up here. I want to come in here and talk
Hey there.
to her.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
We haven't met yet.
Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers.
What is this place?
We're in a little desert oasis, name of Novac. This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine.
What is there of interest around here?
Well, there's Dinky, the town mascot. He's a sight. You probably already saw him when you came in, but you can go up inside, too. Up the road a ways to the west, there's Repcon. That's the old rocket factory. There's been some sinister characters out there lately, so you may want to stay clear. Other than that, nothing to do but take it easy and enjoy good company.
Anything else, or is that all?
Well, up north a ways, you'll see a big tower. That's Helios 1. Used to be a power plant in its day. And there's a town just east of here called Nelson. Used to be such a quaint little place until those slavers took it over. But we got our wonderful snipers keeping an eye in that direction, and so far, the slavers have left us alone.
Huh. Jenny here is like the first... Maddie told us that the Legion specifically took over Nelson, and it's kind of weird how Jenny's like referring to them specifically as slavers, even though, to my recollection, I could be misremembering, but to my recollection, nothing really... She's like the first person we encountered that specifically referred to the Legion as slavers, so... Can you tell me anything more about Repcon?
I just know what I've heard. There's supposed to be some ghouls that went in a while back. Ever so often, there'll be a commotion from that direction. Explosions and such. Watch out for strangers.
Okay,
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
I already know what the story is, so I don't need to ask her where I can get some supplies. Otherwise, I'd like to rent a room, please.
Well, I think that's a fine idea. I'll give you a good flat rate, and you can stay as long as you like. At least until the busy season comes. Sound good?
Here's 100 caps.
I'm glad you can stay with us. Your room will be the one upstairs, closest to the lobby side. Here's your key. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay better for you.
What's been going on in town lately?
Well, let's see. Dusty McBride's been losing some Brahmin, but that's probably the heat more than anything. Honestly, it's been real quiet. Ranger Andy's still hurt, but we got these two gentlemen snipers watching the road day and night, keeping the trash out of Novac. They've been a blessing.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Watch out for strangers.
Ooh, another drop-off box. Let's interact with it to get it registered on the list, and grab ourselves some stuff. Let's grab some Sunset Sarsaparilla. Oh, and how about let checking this room out be the last thing on our list. And this, I have to say, is going to be there's a few places where you can bunker down and make it to like your own little area in case you need like an objective place to store items. This, I think, makes a really good player home. A good place to like store items and stuff. But you got several good places to store for various items. You have a bed to rest on and sleep in case the character needs it, which my character might be needing soon or something. Yeah, my character's good. But now, but still, this room, it's yours permanently now as long as you buy the key off of Jenny, and this makes for a really good player home, I have to say. But otherwise, still, this has been Fallout New Vegas. I'll let you be the judge of how much we got done this episode. We've at least made it to Novac. Again, real quick tip, it's called Novac because the sign right here is supposed... Is that Victor from Good Springs? It's called, real quick, it's called Novac because the sign here is supposed to spell no vacancy but all the letters except... But these are the only letters remaining on the sign, so it's called Novac. And the other side of the sign looks exactly the same, for consistency's sake. Wait, did sleeping restore my... Oh! Okay, I guess I don't need the dock after all. There she is!
What can I do for you?
This is the doctor. Can you heal radiation?
Are you sure? You won't be able to read in the dark as well. In that case, stand just like that for a second. I want to make some toast.
Come on, there's no time. This is no time to be cracking jokes about someone being irradiated.
Bye.
Speaking of which, what is my rads? Okay, 77's not that bad. Oh, radiation resist 12%. Anyway, this has been in Fallout New Vegas. You can be the judge of how much progress we made. And in the next episode, we're going to be looking around the rest of the town, talking to other characters, and we're going to at least start doing the quest at the Repcon and Rocket headquarters just to deal with those ghouls. But until then, I'm ending the episode here. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys around.